Hello and welcome to 3D Experience Forum India 2024. I am Megha Manchanda and we have with us Mr. Rabindra Sah, Chief Technology Officer, Indian Register of Shipping. Thank you so much, sir, for talking to us. Let me begin by asking you about the all-encompassing theme of this government, and everybody is talking about the Atmanirbhar Bharat. So how do you think the startups is going to foster something like that?
Thank you so much, Megha. If you see the government of India initiative, and he has got the vision, and the government has made, especially I'm talking about the shipping maritime industry. Maritime industry, we have got a mission 2047. So if you look at that mission, the government has taken a lot of initiative to build the infrastructure. A lot of investments are happening in the infrastructure, the port, the maritime, and the shipping. So, and the skill building, and the adoption, the technology is also happening a lot, right? So all put together, everywhere the focus is here, how Indian shipping can go to the worldwide, right? So this is what India and to the global. So if you see the shipping is the global trade is more than 80% is done by the shipping area. So it's very, very important for the global trading and happening. Right. Considering that, there are a lot of challenges also there, right? So all challenges, either the CPR, etc., really cannot solve it, right? And so, like we as a industry of shipping, the classification. So what we also need to do is that we need to identify those problems, involve the startups, right? Because all problems in any OEMs in the shipping cannot do it, right? He has to inbuild the system where they can focus and work. So it's very, very important that there's a great opportunity for the startups, entrepreneurs to work with the CP industry in the maritime area to take this problem stand, work in for the solution and give it back to the great opportunity. And especially when we talk about with the technology, because any problem which you need to solve, the technology is the enabler, right? So identify the problem, take the technology, build the solution and solve it. Right. The major pressing need, what we see is that we are talking of sustainable shipping, right? So it's not only the product design, it's the entire operation we are talking about, each and every stage of the product life cycle. There are a lot of opportunity, a lot of problems is there. And then it's a great opportunity for the startup to really work with the OEMs to take this part. So it's really great, the future ahead for the startup as well as our country.
Right. So as you rightly mentioned, the use of technology. So here I would like to ask you about the innovation, how that can be leveraged to enhance skill development in this area. And do you have any best practices or any examples in place where you have done that?
What we do it, right? When we talk about the innovation, right? Innovation not necessary to will always give you the success. Failure is also lead to the kind of the success. So those problems are taken as innovation, and they work on the innovation, and there's a framework, right? So based on the framework, building the skill, etc., and you need to innovate it. And sometimes the commercialization that is the challenge, and right. But it's very important that we work on that. There is a framework where startup can work together, use the technology, use the required technology to innovate it. That's what we call it.
And in terms of, you talked about technology, and in terms of policy, what kind of policies should the Indian government have or should come up with to enable something like this? And what exactly, how can they effectively implement it once the policy is in place?
There's a fantastic question. We are very closely working with the shipping ministry also. So, and I see the vision which I talked about is one of that, the building the ready engineer, the future talent there. So there, and that talent with the required skills is very, very important. Right. So I see that a great vision is built by to building the skills and the talent in the government of India, and to build that we need to the engineers there, the marine engineers are there. So academia has to work on that, adopt this technology at the college stage. So I see that the ministry is really supporting it to build the skill at the institute level, and then they are ready to work in the support this maritime. I must tell you that there is a great future, the great opportunity, great requirement for the people and the talent pool to meet the growing demand of the maritime and the system. Right. So shipping is really good, and where as Indian shipping, we are helping them to really build the technology also to support them. And to be honestly, we have got Indian have got our unit also, which is the Center of Excellence in Maritime, right? So they promote the technology, adopt that, create the skills which maritime specifically require it, right?
I'm glad you mentioned about the initiatives that the government is taking or should take for a better implementation of this scheme that you're talking about. I also wanted to understand from you the international perspective on this. What kind of international best practices do we have to have in place for it to grow as we anticipate the industry to grow?
It's very, very important if you see the shipping. So, and then the regulations are there. So there are certain regulations which is expects to the country. And we are very, the part of the International Maritime Organization.
Right.
And there IX society is there, where we as Indian Register of Shipping are in the top 10 from the class society, we are part of that. So, and we work from our company, we are part of the lot of your group members which are running under the ICAX. So where we build the technology, we build the standard, the processes, and those processes are adopted by the IX society, which is for the global implementation.
Okay.
So this is the way our visibility to the global is there, and our offices across the India, worldwide is there. So this helps to get the local lead of the state flag owner, where we can contribute, and that learning will bring us to for the skill to be developed and going the global. So this is a great opportunity we have to really work.
And is it possible for you to list out a few best practices, international best practices that are in place?
Domain-wise is very, very strong, right? Okay. When you talk about the maritime, it's a design to entire life cycle of the product. It's very important is that we bring the technology, right? And there are technology across the other sectors are available. Say, for example, come with the technology background and the domain brought together. So what initiative you have taken is that technology have been brought into that, right?
Correct.
So best practice is that first you need to digitize the entire the value system designed to manufacturing.
Yeah.
That's what we are taken in sort of digitalization. We are bringing everything on the platform. So we create a first virtual twin. When we create the virtual twin, it connects with all stages of the product like it. And virtual is not a static data; it's the lifetime access with the finite element or life cycle assessment we are talking. So all bit together, this is what is the best practices we need to adopt it because we have to be very and we are working a lot for the naval project, Navy Academy, right? So there is a strong place of the need of the development of the product. So this technology faster time to really commercialize and the work matter. So these are the best practices I have been using my experience to be adopted for India and the global level.
And thank you so much for sharing these best practices with us. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Sah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.